Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Rampant Realm, and we are on our way to actually making a factory. So we have some very basic stuff happening. We've got a little bit of science, just a little bit, getting our research done, and we have some ammo being made over here, which is nice. And that's about it. That's about it. A little bit of power. Our power's okay. So today I want to get copper going, and we're going to need a lot more. We're going to need a lot more of these, aren't we? Let's just make a bunch of them. We're going to need a lot of them, and a lot of other things. We're going to need more stone furnaces, that's for sure. Let's go run over and get some stone. We've got plenty of electric poles, and we're going to need more inserters, but we do have some inserters down here that were being made as well. So we've kind of got a lot of things that we need. Let's just grab all that stone and make all of those, and then yeah, we'll grab a bunch of these. All right, there's 100. We'll need 96 of them just for the smelting column setup. Now, I do want to thank Power. Power has been commenting on all my videos and just some great comments. Look, if you want a few more tips and some info, bit of discussion between the two of us in the comments on the previous videos, probably in the future videos as well. But he did bring up the point that to tap this oil is actually really close, and we can probably just pipe it in really easily with some just using some pumps. So definitely going to be doing that. No doubt about that. But for now, we're probably not quite ready. What am I doing that one for? Why wouldn't I start with this one for the copper, for the first copper? All right. Yes. So when we actually get to the oil stage, I think probably only episode or two away, we'll definitely be piping through. And yeah, the big tip was get big power poles and set up pumps along the way. All right. So if we set this up. And we'll need to wait for all this handcrafting to be completed, but we can certainly get going with the resources we have at the moment and just, oops, whoa, wrong way, guys. Yeah, we'll just set this up for now. And again, we haven't quite got enough. What are these things? Furnaces. We've got 2 more furnaces. Oh, there you go. Pop those down. All right. Oh gosh, I really suck at making these quickly. Anyway, let's do that. I think we're kind of sticking with on the top half of this, aren't we? There we go. And keep it going right up to there. All right, so now we just need to get the copper in. Why is there one there? All right. Anyway, so we'll try and sneak the copper kind of through here. We have got most of these built already. You know what? I think we'll go this way now. Yeah, we can certainly do that. All right, that is a big amount of copper. There we go. That is 6, 12. We can actually probably put another one there. We definitely could. This setup here is kind of killing us a little bit, isn't it? So let's fix this up to maximize our patches. All right, there we go. 9K. Yep. The resource settings are high. The resource settings are high, but it's good. I'm enjoying it. It does mean that we don't necessarily have to expand as much as we probably would have to otherwise, but here we are. We're having fun, and that's what the game's all about, isn't it? Would like a few more biters though, honestly. If I'm being honest, I would like some more biters. What have I done here? We've lost some redundancy in our power network. All right. So how many of these do we have going? We have 14. We still have 11 more to place. We actually don't have enough to make a full thing, but that is the case. All right, another one there is actually not going to work. Anyway, whoops, there's the command line, a bit of a misclick. Let's bring this guy down to here. We'll marry them up here. In fact, we'll move you all the way over to there, and then this will be the line that will bring our copper in on. Maybe one up. There we go. That looks good to me. Not quite there, but there. All right. And then we just need to cross over this stone about here, and we're in. All right. So there is. Oh, we got bullet damage has been. Bullet damage 1 has been done. We'll get. Look, these are the same. These are the same cost. And bullet damage 2. Well, we haven't had a resource problem. So let's get bullet speed, shooting speed, damage, and then the second shooting speed. Yeah. All right. We're gonna invest a little bit more in military because we've just had the one attack so far. I feel like there's got to be more coming, don't there? There's got to be. All right. How many do we have here? We have there's 20, there's 40, and then we need 40. So we just need another 8, 4, 8. There we go. All right. And then that will be full. And you know what? I'm stupid. I could have just lined it up with the iron that we set up yesterday. That's all right. We'll figure these things out eventually, won't we? And in we go. All right. How much belts have I got? Oh, I got a fair few belts. Let's get this going as much as we can. Now, what are we going to do with this first couple of smelts? Well, we do need to set up better science. There's no doubt about that. Something with just a little bit more oomph behind it, so we can support a few more labs would be nice. There we go. All right, and then we just need to power this up. I really wish I'd copied a section with power poles in it, so I could just kind of drag across. For some reason we've got power poles in the middle line, but not in the other lines. Well, that's okay. All right, there we go. So now we have our copper plate smelting going. We still need more miners though. Fortunately, I think I know a place where we can grab a wee bit of iron plate from. If I take these ones at the end, they're unlikely to be needed for a while, because as soon as this starts moving, these ones at the end will actually be pushing it all out. And now we can make 11 of them. Funnily enough, copper plate is what we're missing now, and we can just do a bit of that. All right, and there's a bunch more. Handcrafting, it's good. It's good. It does the job. All right. Speaking of doing the job, maybe we should actually get these guys powered up. And I don't have any. So we've only got a couple of these actually working. So I'm thinking we'll repurpose these immediately. And if I do it on that line there, we can actually ramp this up. And now I'm stuck. No, I'm not. Okay. So how many would we have here? This is 14, and that's 14. We've got an extra one on the bottom. Got to remember that. That's 11, 12. What did I say? There's 14 down here, so we need 16 more. 12. Let's just pull these ones out for now. Hang on, so I can do this properly. Yeah, so that's 12. We need 16, so we need 4 more. So that's 2 on either side. There we go. All right. So that's a full belt. That is a full belt of copper once we actually sort out this power situation. There. Something about there. If only had bots, we'd actually be able to do that. There we go. Okay. So that should be a full belt of copper. Well, it doesn't look like a full belt of copper. Are we out of power? We're getting very close. So let's ramp this up a bit. And 4 of them. All right. Because this is this is not ideal, is it? There we go. Now I technically have to worry about attacks from the top, because I think this area up here is connected. So we should probably be a little bit less blasé about our defenses on our power. Because if we lose that, we'll be in trouble. Now I did see again power. Thank you very much. Put in a little link to a picture that he'd been using for defenses, and it was basically a 3x2 turrets with walls on different stages. So you start with just a couple, put in a few more, eventually upgrade to flamethrowers on one, put some second row walls out the front, and then Dragon's Teeth. Now, I've never used Dragon's Teeth. I don't actually know, especially with the updates to pathing that Biters got, or I don't know, a few updates ago. I don't know if Dragon's Teeth are actually that useful these days. Having a wall with a gap and then another wall where it funnels the biters through. If you've got flamethrowers, now that is a good little tidbit, just to get all the guys running through one little path. Now, what was I thinking? I needed ammo. That's what I was thinking. There we go. 12k ammo, beautiful. What do we've still got light armor. Have we researched heavy armor? No, we haven't. Okay, that's all right. We'll get there in the end. So let's pop these down. Let's pop these down. And let's pop these down. By these I mean those. And then last but not least, look at this beautiful pollution, ready to fire up some biters. All right. And of course, can't forget, if I walked away now, I'd be very sad. Some pipes to ramp that up. All right. So now we are looking better for power. I think it's worth our while just to pop a couple of these down here. I've never actually done the math on how many that you need for these. I think, gosh, I don't even want to do that because it seems like a really good question for r/technical Factorio, but not a good question for me. Yeah, I don't know the rate of burn for those kind of things. Anyway, what else do we want to do? Well, I do want to set up some steel because we'll need steel for big power poles, AP ammo. We do seem to have a little bit of time. Let's get some more miners. We've got 11 miners at the moment. I would like half a belt, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Half a belt of iron to go to steel would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seems all right. And yeah, we need a few more. All right, so this is going to actually go for steel. Are we too early for steel? No, I don't think we are. I think it's all right. I think it's about time. About time we got that going, and we'd be there. All right. We are running a little bit short on these things. We do at some point need to set up some automation for our other things. You know, inserters, undergrounds, and splitters. All right, is that 15? That is 15. My math did check out. All right, let's put a row of these up here, and then we'll put more miners in around here and here. That'll feed into another straight up. Oh, there we go. Don't think that ruined anything too badly. And away we go. All right. I might need some more furnaces though, probably. Yeah. So this will make a very minute amount of steel. I think if you've watched any other series, it's very similar. Well, it's the same thing that I do all the time. Have half a smelting column making iron plates, and then the other half will be turning that iron plate into wonderful steel. The output of that, of course, is pretty low because you've got half a belt of iron and 1 iron or 5 iron plates are required for every steel, so you end up with 1/10 of a belt of steel. So as long as your production isn't too high too early, you'll be all right. All right. So we're going to go halfway, which is 12 long. That's actually it. Who'd have thunk it? All right. Who'd have thunk it? There we go. Let's get this going up here. We'll get some power poles, and you know what? This is where we need to copy this with the power poles, and there we go. And now I should just be able to go like this. Wonderful. Of course, yeah, the actual, no, didn't copy the ones down the bottom. Anyway, all right, let's build this up. Build this up. Oh, we're out. We're out. We are out. Let's go back and grab some more. So once we put this section in for the iron plate, the next section will be for the steel. We've still got these kind of things. We are a little unprotected from our east, which is where I feel the attack should come, given that the desert is out there. So pollution is going a little bit crazy out that direction. I don't have any turrets. I don't have any turrets automated, so I really should be just handcrafting 11 turrets while I'm doing this. We should be handcrafting all the turrets we can. Now what's going on here? You are facing the wrong way. Of course you are. It's always the thing. Always the thing. Let's do that. And yep, we're on. All right. Let's get you guys fully kitted up. Stop the turrets for a moment because I am actually going to need some more splitters. Let's get some more splitters, some more undergrounds, a few more splitters, and then back into the turrets. All right. We are going. All right. So here's where we need to then do some magic. This is going in here, and we're going to have output priority to the right will be coal. And there we go. We can actually put this one further back, can't we? So let's do that. And by copying it, it means that we get the output setting straight away. And this one needs to go to the left. There we go. All right. So now that we have that, we can feed that in here like this, like that, and that should create a beautiful output of iron plate and copper. All right. I could have put that. It doesn't matter. All right. And there we go. And then you guys now continue up here. Probably need an extra one. Is that 12? It is. There we go. So it's a little bit longer because of this this bit here, but that is just fine, isn't it? We will have to figure out power pole there is going to be a little bit wonky. All right. Coal and iron plate, and we have the beginnings of steel. Now this steel is going to be put towards AP ammo as soon as I can, because, well, while we haven't faced any biters just yet, we will be soon. And I think let's have a quick look at the evolution. It is very, very low. Pollution 69%. Apparently the pollution is actually reaching someone and making them spawn, making them evolve. So it's a thing. All right, let's figure out this power pole situation here, and here. There we go. All right. So a little bit janky, but hey, that's okay. So is the actual connection of the power poles. Oh, look at that. That is horrendous. Just annoys me just a wee bit that doesn't line up. Anyway, such is life. Let's actually connect this up so we get the full output. And there we have. We have some steel, which is nice. All right. So we have iron, we have copper, we have steel. We could make a bus, couldn't we? Probably should make a bus. What's our thoughts? I think we're just going to run it out this way. I kind of have a vague recollection that the land sort of disappears up here, but you know, that's a fair way away. So I'm going to move it upwards so we can build down to the south without too much worry. So I think this is going to be our iron. I'm going to have 4 lanes of iron and then 2 lanes of copper. So this will actually be our copper coming in here. Doing that, and then we'll have a second copper coming below it from in there. That's good. And then that means this here is our steel. All right, and you know what? This really should probably just do that. And then I can have my steel come up there too. I don't know. Probably doesn't really matter. It's still it's the exact same amount of undergrounds, isn't it? All right. There we go. There we go. This is about as far as we got in the ribbon well before we gave up. I think maybe we got a little bit further. Oh, we had more. We had a more going, didn't we? Anyway, there's this stuff. Now, we definitely want to turn this stuff into better stuff. Just looking at my other stuffs, we should probably keep going with the building of this stuff. Let's make sure we've got enough walls. 600 walls. Look at that. That is actually really nice. I do need to automate gun turret production, and you know what? I should do it over here, shouldn't I? Because we need copper plate, and iron gear wheels. So it's actually right here that we could do it pretty easily. If we, of course, remove some of these trees, stupid trees, get out of the way. All right. How best to do this? I mean, we could probably just do something like this. There we go. Okay, that's everything we need. We would need to build over here like this, and then have some long-handled inserters. We don't actually have any long-handled inserters. Let's fix that right now. Grab some more regular inserters. Make some more of these. All right. There we go. So you'll need a long hip and regular. You'll need that. You'll need that. Should probably make some fast inserters actually, because this is going to take a while. This needs 40 from memory. No, 10 iron gear wheels. Where did I get 40? It uses 40 iron plate. There we go. Knew there was something about it. Anyway, a couple of fast inserters will make this life a little bit easier. And then we just need to put it in a box, don't we? Put it in a box. Let's do that over this direction. Box over here with gun turrets in it. And we'll make 2 stacks. Normally I'd only make 1 stack, but you know, 2 stacks. We're probably using turrets for a long time. And you obviously actually are struggling to get the plate you need. So let's give you enough plate. Well, the craft time is quite long. Anyway, I do want to just make sure that there is some level of cover for the boxes that are holding our turrets, because if we have 100 turrets there and it gets destroyed, likewise with the ammo we did here, you don't want those boxes to be destroyed, because then you're back to square one and all those resources that you've made are wasted. All right, now back over here. Now that we actually have the turrets, let's no, I need more copper. Not copper, more iron. Let's grab some more iron, make some more turrets. And I am going to put a couple here. I won't worry about putting any walls around these ones, but we'll just have them here just in case. Kind of a backup. And there we go. Because we've got the perimeter, and we're pretty happy with our perimeter defenses. But other than that, yeah, it gets a bit iffy. All right. So first things first. If I wanted to set up some piercing round, if I wanted to prioritize piercing rounds, I think that's an interesting idea. We only have 1 assembler, and we actually are up to assembler 2s. So that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Let's stop all our turret production for a moment, and we actually need steel. Look at that. We need steel. Who would have thought it? We don't need 50 of them, but let's just make a few. Green circuits is actually something we desperately need to be making too. So maybe our first outing here on the bus should be green circuits, which is a big ask for the old copper cable. But hey, here we are. All right. Am I building north or am I building south? I think I'm actually building south. No, north. Well, we'll see. We can actually probably build both sides of this bus. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. Keep you going. Keep you going. All right. So we need some copper cable. And we need some green circuits. There we go. And then we'll need some iron coming up. Let's do a path again. I like the path. Which probably actually means I want to start this a little bit higher. I could have left that last one. There we go. All right. And there we go. Copy that across. Bring you upwards. And then bring you downwards. And keep going all across to here. And we'll start with, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And there we go. That's our green circuits. Green circuits. Excellent. Now we do need the old long handles for this one. And we're going to need a stack of, okay, let's cancel the production of most of this and get us some more of these. Yeah, because yeah, we want this for that, and then we will also want the rest of these coming in here. Power poles, we're actually running surprisingly short on power poles. There we go. All right, output there. And inputs. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and one more will get us there. But of course, we also need to arrange for power. So there we go. Let's get you guys going. One more there, and we have the beginnings of some green circuits. All right. We'll now copy them all the way like this and get a nice little mirror coming in here with some more copper. And I mean, I don't know what's going on with the biters, to be honest. Normally, I would expect there to be some biters by now. But this is, yeah, we had the same thing with the Rim World, no biters. I'm pretty confident it's not a map setting thing. I think Power did say he thought there was some issues with Rampant mod. I am not actually familiar with Rampant. It's the first time I've tried it, so I don't know whether that's actually affecting our ability to spawn biters. I honestly don't know what's going on, but it's a bit weird, isn't it? All right, let's put a couple here to protect our green circuit production. Now we have green circuits. That now means we now have space for some AP ammo. All right, but we don't have any assemblers, but now we can make assemblers a bit quicker because we have green circuits crafted for us. Let's just make a bunch of them until we run out of green circuits. It looks like it is there. There we go. All right, grab a bit more steel, grab a bit more green circuits, and oh, I can see a patch of iron over here, which we probably don't want to run into, but it'll be all right. Okay, we're still crafting those, so let's think how we want to do this. We need to have a iron and where are we? So this needs steel, copper, and firearm magazines, and we want to have. We need 1 firearm magazine for 3, for every 3 red AP ammos. So if we did something like this, with this being that, and then that being that, we could have a half copper, half steel here, out of belts, and then a half iron, half AP ammo there. I think that seems like it would work. We need, we do need 4 iron plate for the magazine. That might not be the best inserter-wise. We might actually want to have a half belt of copper and a half belt of iron, and then a half belt of steel and a half belt of firearms. I think that might work a bit better. All right, what do we need while we're over here? We need belts. Let me grab 500 belts. We're actually pretty good for ammo at the moment. And let me grab all the turrets that have been crafted. Did we limit this box? Do I remember that? Yeah, we did. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. All right, our science is, it's kind of backing up. We could put in some more and get our bullet upgrades a little bit quicker. Speaking of science, we're actually chewing through them pretty well. We want to get probably want to get science once we've got this ammo, AP ammo started. we'll move into science. Let's have a look at time too. Ooh, 30 minutes. All right. Let's really quickly sort out this AP ammo and then we'll call it a day. And then after that, we'll move into, what do we move into? I'm trying to think, science. All right, let's do this. Yeah, this will work. This will work. I swear it'll work. All right, if I can get things pointing the right way. There. And then we want you actually to be, we want you to be on the inside. So let's do that. There we go. All right. Now bear with me as we set this up. We've lost alt mode, that's what's going on. All right. So now this needs to be half iron. And oops, we're out of these guys. Let's handcraft a few of them. All right. You're coming up here like this. And going like that. All right, and you're doing that. So now we need some fast inserters. We have some fast inserters, all right. A fast inserter for you, fast inserter for you, and you. We probably don't need fast inserters. 3 seconds, 5 copper. Yeah, fast inserter, not 100% necessary, but we'll do it anyway. All right, and then some outputs here. Now we just need to power pole it up, connect it up to the power like that. And then we can have this coming down here into a box. Here, like so. And then we just copy all of this and maybe not the box, but there we go. All right, so that's now making 1 a second, which is not a lot. It's not a lot. I'll tell you what. It's actually not making any a second because we haven't got the long-handled inserters coming in. So you need to go out that way and you need to come in like that. All right, you need to go out there and you guys need to come in like that. All right, there we go. And we haven't actually placed these guys down. Oops. Undo so we get the recipes staying there. Copy those in and don't drag and click those. All right, so a little bit of ammo. A little bit of ammo coming in. You guys working, you're not working because you don't have any of this. This actually needs a second. We are out of power poles, all right. Thank you. Get some handcrafting going there. And that should be that. All right. There is 1 a second. We'll definitely want to ramp this up. I might even put another space for another one on the other side, like this, and we'll just we'll save some resources by putting that in as a ghost. There we go. All right. So after this, we're going to start building science. We're going to rebuild our red, green science and military science here. And for now, I'm just going to finish this off by putting down another little base here, something like this. That's actually ridiculous to put the ones at the back first because the wall will get chomped on earlier than it otherwise would. Something like this will do it. And as you can see, our research has just finished. Let's quickly queue up something else. I definitely need that. If I'm going to go for the oil, I'll need the big poles. And we do want to make them pretty quick. Tool belt's pretty good for 100. Circuit network is pretty good too. I mean, all these things are really good. Flammables I definitely need once I actually tap into the oil. But heavy armor, well, let's get heavy armor into our power poles, and that should keep us going for a little bit. And while I think about it, let's put a couple of turrets here just to protect our AP ammo. And you know what? Why don't we give them AP ammo? That sounds like a fun thing to do, doesn't it? There we go. All right. Let's put it all in there. Let's put it all in there so I'm not carrying it around with me. But definitely that brings us to the end of the episode. So, whew, man, still no biter attacks. I don't know what's going on. I might have a little play with the settings and see if there's something that has been maybe changed by default. Maybe do a little bit of reading on the wiki, the forums, and just see if there's something that's happening with Rampant that is causing this not to have attacks. Because I can't believe after this is almost 2 hours into the game. Well, it is 2 hours into the game now. We, even on default settings, without rampant, default settings, our pollution should have spread far enough to trigger attacks in the 300% starting radius that we had. So I don't know what's going on, but we'll have a look and we'll come back next episode. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what the problem is. Maybe we'll restart if the problem is something that we can fix. Maybe we'll just keep going if it's not and just see how we go. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you actually know if there's issues with some of the settings that I've done in episode 1 that are affecting it, do let me know in the comments. And most importantly though, thanks to my patrons, and see you tomorrow.